And howdy doody.
Big day,
Big day, big day, big
big
day.
day of big leaks. The flood.
Yeah, well, somebody needs to buy DJI some diapers.
I want to be in charge of product release control for DJI. I could do it.
Well, obviously they don't have anybody there now.
Mm,
And Mike and Lee already here.
all
Good
right.
evening, gents.
Too many things.
So yeah, I've been keeping quiet on the Mini 3 front, not as much as he has been.
Huh, I'm sick. I'm mini three obsessed. See, it's mini three random today.
Well, and that's what she said.
Mini three.
Where's the party? Well, you tell us, Tom. Well, we all know.
Yeah, what we know everything now. There's
Well, so
all there is to know.
he's a new face. So shall we make him blue? Do we smurf him?
Sure.
All
I got
right, we'll smurf him.
there we go. Put that on right there. And
Tom, you've been smurfed.
where is my chat? What did they do? What are they trying to do to this thing? There's live chat. Look at me. My picture is blurry.
Yeah, you're a little fuzzy.
Wonder why. Wonder why
Well, aren't you usually a bit fuzzy?
I don't know. I never know now. I'm trying to behave. I'm trying to not go through funky things to make me not fuzzy, but oh well. I refuse to do what I should be doing, and that's my problem. I
Well, you
fight
just
it.
cleared up a little bit.
I'm like Vladimir Putin in invading Ukraine. I just don't know when to say when, and I can't.
Yeah,
I
it's
won't do the right thing. I'll
I,
just keep.
I do have to. I did have to laugh the other day though because you know that Russian warship that got sunk.
Mhm.
According to the Russian propaganda machine, it was severe weather. So none of the meteorologists saw it, but it was severe weather. That
My other favorite one for that one was it sunk because the ammunition exploded. Okay, after it was hit by a missile. We had a malfunction in the forward ammunition magazine.
yeah.
What would be worse? Having your own dumb A guy freaking mishandle weapons or the enemy doing something. So I thought that was it's a no-win situation, I guess. If you're the captain of the Moscow or whatever the hell it
Yeah,
is.
you're just
All right. Everybody's sick of that crap. Where's the party? Um,
the
we're
party. Well, we're still working on the party.
we're right here. The party is it's but yeah, we're gonna go through all of the specs today. Like we know what we're talking about, unlike some other freaking folks. I think we have some actual positions on things that are logical and
Well, I read that
reasonable.
posting from that Dutch uh, retailer that went live very briefly, and of course the whole website wasn't Dutch, but between my German and my English, I was able to figure out most of what it said in that thing. That start was one of the specs, expected specs, 4K 60.
Wow. 4K 60 out of that little tiny drone.
So
Very, very cool.
4K 60 is a good start. 1 over 1.3 Aperture was confirmed.
So we have an odd size sensor. That's not a very common size. It's an oddity.
Yeah, and then the f1.7. We know about that. I mean, every picture showed that part of it. Not quite a 1-inch sensor, but pretty close to it. 48 megapixel pictures. And then I think the biggest news was the batteries.
Yeah, to me that was really a big shocker. That was the shocker of the day. The This one has bigger batteries, but
Well, apparently
it
we
also
got
comes with
two choices for batteries. There's a standard battery that's the 2453 milliamp hour capacity, and then there is a plus battery. It's under the plus battery. You're supposed to get 47 minutes of flat time.
I don't know why they just don't call it a big ass battery. Plus battery. Come on, let's just call it like it is.
A BAB.
The BAB. I must say ass on your channel because that's what my wife calls me every once in a while, and she thinks it's okay. So one over
Well,
one.
I mean, I see where she can come to that at times with you, but I think all women are good about calling their spouses that at some point.
We also have a surprise leak.
Yeah, we'll get into surprise
Well,
league
we're
in a
not going
minute.
to tell you. We're not. I just want to make sure that we know they've got something that nobody else has. Tell you
Yeah,
right
you will see it here first.
first and here only.
You will see it here first. You will see it here only.
So we're going to go over 249 grams.
Yeah, on that big ass battery, we will break the 250, but we will be having 47-minute flat time,
We're kind of thinking about that, about where that.
which beats the Mavic 3, even your Mavic 3 Pro that only you have.
I've never flown 45 minutes, barely 38. I think I got about 38. So my longest flight.
I'm going to go on record right now and say I just ordered the Air 2S was the RC Pro controller.
And that's probably one of the
My
best
new
deals out there.
workhorse.
There's no deal that's better than that. To get that the top of the line controller,
Yeah.
With the best, pretty much the best basic
Well,
package.
it'll allow me a number of things. For one, it's OcuSync 3. So as far as we know, that should operate the Mini 3 too. And I can hook it to my goggles to get HDMI out on anything FPV related. You know?
Well, it's also just better. Period.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be a good piece of gear to have in your toolbox.
It's one better than the old smart controller. It's kind of like having an iPhone 15 after you just owned an iPhone 14.
No, Dad didn't bail on the army there, Mike. He just had to free up funds for this upcoming release.
Let's see here, camera. And
Air 2S should be voted number one drone for 21. Yeah, should be voted number one drone for 22 too.
yeah, it'll go into it'll I mean, crap, guys, we're almost halfway into 22. So it'll be 22 into 23. It's my guess. They're not going to
He
put out.
deserted. Yeah. There you go, mate. You're labeled deserter now there, Chris.
Camera. Let's see. I'm trying to get a. I've got this is this PC's got system 10 on it, and not 11. This computer doesn't go up to 11. But I was looking to find. I'm trying to get my camera to stop freaking doing its deal. It's freaking refocusing. I hate that. I'd say another
I'll
thing.
fix it for you, Mike.
I'd say another big thing is the fact that, first of all, I was thinking about the way it folds and how the battery weight is going to be different from the two batteries. There's definitely going to be a couple of gram difference, a severe difference actually. It's got to be at least a 20 gram difference or more. You know,
There, I fixed your name for you, by the way.
it's like being a Ich bin ein Berliner. I'm a Ich bin ein deserter.
Oh, we can do that too. I got the power.
I can make your name anything I want. Your name is Scheist. But I'm another thing I'm excited about, the battery thing freaking blew me away today. I didn't did I sound like Bill the drone reviewer? I just gotta stop that. Okay. The battery, the new battery information made me quite excited. Okay. All right. I almost said blew me away. I'm like it was better than something like more money or something. No, it's not. Um, but the camera being able to do that, the extended, just basically have the extended range of the camera, that is really going to be nice for my mountain flights. I really dig that. I'm really excited for that. I'm gonna pop that sucker up so because you see the height of the mountain when you're flying it. And that to me is what pisses me off every time I'm taken into the mountain. So once you get close to that, you start getting into the rocks, you lose the perspective of the mountain. I want to freaking see that angle still. So that's at least some of it. I want to see the top because that makes it more a gigantic shot, you know? And so there's that kind of thing that's way cool. And then, just having the lower light capability of the bigger sensor is going to be a huge advantage. And I just, you guys that bought the Autel Nano, sorry, it sucks. So that was that a personal attack? Yes, it was. Having
Yeah.
all those problems, having all those price hikes, and I was a huge proponent of that when they first were like, oh, I will be the first one to buy it. I did say that. And then
Well, I
all the
was
specs
too
went down.
till I hit delay after delay after delay,
We had freaking
and
months of delay.
now we have price hike after price hike. They price themselves out as far as I'm
Yeah,
concerned.
you're pricing yourself into the mini 3 range. Sorry. That to me is an easy decision, you know.
I mean,
Yeah.
even comparing the Air 2S to the Light or Light Plus, there's no comparison.
I just and then having a
So what's the Light Plus goes now for 18 something?
are you kidding me? What the
Yeah, the Light Plus Fly More combo goes.
that thing would have been better off if they would have included the old controller with the freaking screen in it. I mean, they could have recycled those and upgraded. Now, a lot of people like that gaming controller. Cool, great. This is a camera drone. This isn't a sport flying drone. You need
Yeah.
to have visual. It's all about the camera. And I don't get it. Um,
So here's the Evil Light Premium Bundle, $18.49.
$1,800. Dude, I almost have a Mavic 3. Why the hell would I buy that?
I bought the Air 2S with a smart controller for $100 less than that.
Oh my lord. An actual drone with APAS.
There's no comparison.
And guys, I am an Autel fan. When if they don't do I mean, when they start, like I said, when the prices,
I'm an Autel fan too. Matter of fact, I still have an Autel Evo sitting here on my shelf.
I mean, I'm still interested in the light. The yeah, I'm not, but it's so expensive in comparison. And I can understand if you're saying, well, I'm buying it to because they're not on an even playing field, and I've got to support. No, you don't. You support guys. This is a free market, okay? And in a free market system, you want the best you can get for the price. This is not buy American, okay? There's Chinese all over that thing, and it's way overpriced. And
So hang on, hold that thought for a second. Third Eye View is starting rumors here.
I
No,
just
I
ordered a
did not order a 7-inch FPV drone.
Hey, Third Eye, how you doing? I haven't seen him in a
Not
while.
yet. But if I
Nice.
were to have to order an FPV drone, a 7-inch FPV drone, I would get this puppy right here. Because
Get out
iFlight updated their Chimera 7-inch.
Chimera Pro,
Yeah,
$7,000.
yeah,
Chimera 7.
Chimera 7. There we go. Was DJI Air Unit.
Enter
Of course,
the
I'd have to get.
Chimera 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7.
So that would be my.
That
But
makes me mad when
I'm actually really debating whether or not to build a 10-inch.
I
If
I'm
we're gonna go big, we might as well go really big.
I I'm every time I see the design of this, I'm jealous because the way they've got the antennas. I really dislike Mr. Croc's antennas, and I think it bugs a lot of people. And I just
Well,
don't like it.
we can change your Mr. Croc over
I
to
think
antennas like that.
I think I might do that. I think I can make it to be Mr. Chimera. We're gonna because it's probably not an expensive couple of nice long range antennas. Um, extended, an extended. I've got to be able to get that antenna
Well,
wire
these
all the way
are
to
the
the back.
antennas that are on there.
Yep. What are those?
I bought these antennas to put on the DC-5.
And I
Because the
just
original antennas that come on this thing are like these little shorties.
yeah, I need to get the adjustment pieces. The you got
Well,
SMA. What's the other side? SMA and
MMX,
MMX. Yeah, got to get that connected.
MMX to SMA.
Now that
Big
would be
F.
fun because I wouldn't have to replace my whole drone. I've already got the air unit on it. All I got to do is replace the transmission wire, wire all the way to the back. And just,
Whoa. Third Eye went and ordered.
ooh, somebody's got some retirement money.
I'm hoping you're gonna be able to come on Sunday because I want to see that thing.
Yeah, it's going to be impressive.
If you're gonna have it in time.
That's always looked good. Ever since that's come out, the whole design is cool. It's like a flying mantis, praying mantis with ginormous antennas flying backwards. Sleek. It's got good.
And TJ is gonna sell his Mini 2 so he can afford his Mini 3. Well, you're gonna get about $450 out your Mini 2, so
Right.
you're gonna
Well, the thing is but if you'd have sold it like when I sold mine, I think I only got like 550 out of it, something like that. But on the other hand, that money's going to help you buy your new one. You're going to have what you want. You're going to fly it, you know. And it's all about losing money. DJI needs to put me on their team. Come on, guys. It's all about spending and losing your money. Okay. So just get over it. Okay. I just flew a 5 battery mapping mission. Wow.
Trapper John, or the artist formerly known as Trapper John.
What software do you use for mapping? Because it's basically it's a pre-packaged software, right? That sends it into a
1,500 pictures.
That's
Have
what that
fun editing all those.
well, yeah, just look at it as like a World War One map of France. You know, they're all different colors and different variants. Just puzzle them together.
Use Flight Path.
Flight path. Does that is that a does that software is it is basically is it a mission software? You set your mission up, your mapping mission, and it autonomously runs the mission at the right altitude and zaps the picture. So it doesn't stitch the photographs together, or does it?
I have no idea.
You know,
I have not.
that'd be interesting to find out. I, I wouldn't mind mapping stuff. That's kind of a cool thing to think about because like everything you can stitch, you know, your mosaic together for stuff in front of you. Mapping is the same idea. It's basically doing it down, pointing it down. Um, so what was we got the 48 megapixel raw, 1080 120. That's something that nobody will ever use, but you do kind of when you're doing the funky slow motion stuff. It'd be nice to have a slow motion at 2.7K. It'd be nice to have a little more resolution on that. We're always asking for more. But what about APAS 4.0? A lot of people were saying, well, is it going to come with OcuSync 3? I'm like, if they put out a product that goes backwards or holds serve, it's not new and
Hold on. It's not Flight Path, it's Drone Deploy.
APAS 4.0 detects objects in the flight path of the aircraft in real time and allows DJI Mini 3 Pro to dodge obstacles or go down mountains when you lose basically signal, just like this last spring. Nicely done, too. Put that sucker behind the freaking mountain and have it fly right back over and find you. I love that. That's so cool. It's so liberating when you know your drone's going to take care of you. You don't have to worry about it freaking crashing into the side of a cliff. It's going to find its way home and hug the terrain. You got to love that.
You making a lot of sense there, Thordi. Because I mean, the Chimera's half the price of the Mini 3. He's onto something.
You could buy 2 of them, yeah.
So you're ready to present your leak?
The big leak.
Your big leak?
Yep.
The BB leak?
That's
you see it. You see it here first, and the only place you're going to see this.
This is the.
Yeah, I've got it on my screen here, full size. So here we go. There we go.
There it is. Mini 2 Fly More combo, Mini 3 Pro Fly More combo with remote controller. Get it today. Pick it up within 1 hour. But you can't. Remember when they did that before? $12.99. What I told everybody, I said it was going to be $12.99. It's going to be the same damn price as everything else. But look at that. One battery. What the frick? What's up with that? That's just killer.
Well, it must be that BAB.
What are they doing?
Well, it
How
says
come the
Fly
price
More
not that
combo,
high?
so somebody's got their pictures mixed up.
That's got to be that can't be the because a Fly More combo, there'd be 3 batteries in that picture. And maybe that doesn't include the, the so that's
Whoever fetched this up,
yeah, I don't
fetched
know.
it up.
What do you think of that? I don't know. Somehow I want to think that maybe somebody is trying to pull the wool over our eyes on that one,
Yeah.
or just falsify our excitement. I just don't like. I don't like get. I don't get it. They did this before. This is not the first time that this specific.
They
The people in charge, of all this stuff that are screwing with their minds for the last 2 weeks. Adorama. Looks like Best Buy.
Yep, that's Best Buy.
But maybe that's the only picture that they got, and they were just, they were putting the specs up. But I just think it's part of the old hype machine. It's part of all the excitement that they're trying to put us through.
Well, it's just like that Dutch retailer with his leak today. I'm surprised we haven't got anybody yet that walked into Best Buy and walked out was one of these puppies.
Oh yeah, it's probably sitting there. $5.99. No way. That looks wrong. No kidding. It looks wrong. There's no way.
That's for the Mini 2.
Oh yeah, that's Mini 2 Fly More. This is Mini 3 Pro Fly More combo with remote controller. That's what it says. And then this one here is the old Mini 2 Fly More combo, which is I wouldn't pay five. You don't have to pay $5.99 for the Fly More combo. I think you can get. Did you say you can get about 4 something? You get it in like on maybe eBay or. But the SE, look at that. That I found the SE for cheaper. Okay. Yeah. So this number here, if it's a Fly More combo, would make sense. But what they've been advertising all this time is that this is the Pro controller, and not to be mistaken for the RC Pro controller.
Yeah. So we're going to have the RC. We're going to have the Smart controller. We're going to have the RC Pro, and we got the RC.
Right. And when Kai gets his RC Pro controller, we can compare and contrast, especially like whether you can do like sunrise and put up the video about the screen capturing and using the RC Pro on Ready Set Drone. I thought that on my cell phone, everything's really small, but that's, gosh, I mean, it's just, that's got to be, but look at how big that thing is. It just looks big, looks beefy. It's beefy. There's some better pictures of it too, though. I got a bunch. I got all the new ones.
Well, let's take this off and we'll put your screen on there.
There we go. Here's the RC Faux. I call it the RC Faux. It's not the RC Pro. It's the RC Faux. It's a fake version. Where are the sticks for this? Where does
They're in
they
the
where do
top
they
end
where do they go?
on the
On
top
the
side.
top up there? On the top side. Now then you got, like I said, you were talking about the rubber, that rubber um there, there's got to be some kind of card access there, maybe HDMI. No, you can't fly with goggles. It's impossible. There's no way they'll do that. There's no way they'll bring all that together. The perfect trinity of goggle flight, pro controller, screen, mini 250. No way. That's just, it's too good to be true. That didn't happen. What did you think it was going to be?
Oh, there. See
You were
on the RC Pro. Let's see. Can we add both here on the RC Pro? There's where the stick holes are. Behind that.
HDMI, USB-C, and micro SD. You think the same goes? Oh, there's the stick holes. I got you.
There's the
They're
stick
down low.
holes right there.
Oh, cool. Damn, that's a nice controller.
So
But HDMI out.
I don't think this one's gonna have HDMI out.
No, I don't think so. But there's the USB-C right there.
Well, you got a USB-C.
Yeah, right there. And then probably for sure there's the card slot in there. And that's about
Power
it.
slot's got to be there.
Yeah. But gosh,
And from what I understand on the Pro, the micro SD card also is the SIM card slot. You can stick a SIM card into it.
Oh, you're right. That's what I wanted you to bring up, because that's what you said the other day. You're saying that there's possibly a SIM card, which would make sense because this would be a full-on transmitter.
Yeah, my understanding is you can stick a SIM card into that slot and have full data on this thing.
And I definitely would do that. That would be the one time I would spend a little money and get a cheap SIM card and throw it in there.
Yeah, but then you kind of shoot yourself in the foot because then you lose the SD card on this thing.
That's true.
So
I'm going to file bankruptcy. Fly zone. You don't have to own everything. I don't either. I missed the boat on things. Crap, I missed the whole Autel thing. On purpose. But I still missed it. And I'm still curious. I want to know what it's like to hold a mini, the other little nano. I want to know what it's like. I want to feel it, but there's no way I'm ever going to, because the price is so high. It is so out of reach. There are so many other things I'd rather own than I'm never buying one. It's just ridiculous. Even the Nafi started high and completely went down. And I eventually got my hands on one, and I was glad, but they made it in my reach. The prices they have now are out of reach for most people, except for retired old guys. And nobody professionally is going to buy one of those because they're going to buy the DJI product. Or they're going to buy an Air 2S. Stupid. Why not just buy an Air 2S? Freaking thing will fly home for you. Get a grundle of batteries and put a cool controller with it, and you got a super good, camera platform. I took some unbelievable video with that thing up at my sister's lake. And I got some swan shots. This year I'm going to get the swan again. I'm going to do the swan with the mini because I'm thinking about bringing the Mavic or the Mavic 3. The 3 is going to possibly come home. All right, there's one. Let's see. What about let's see. These are, look at that. There we go. That's a great shot right there. That beefy gimbal. Very glad that I wasn't right on the gimbal when I finally saw this. Because I remember when I made the statement that it was possibly a one arm, and immediately it was discounted. And when you get that, that when you're that far off, people quickly tell you they want you to be, because I think they wanted to make sure that people understood that it was going to be a lot like what it was and still have that. And this will do the same thing. It'll still articulate 90 degrees. This was the other photo that I really thought was cool. This one shows a ton right here. All the angles are there. I mean, it looks like a frog ready to freaking hop out of the pond. Doesn't it? You think it's ugly, Kai? You think that's ugly?
It's butt ugly.
I think it's. You remember Quasimodo? I don't know what the hell to call this. I don't.
Well, butt ugly would be one
It's
word
not
for
even
it.
a frog. It kind of looks like a frog. It's not a toad. Could call it the toad. Then you got those people
It's
that
the bullfrog.
the bullfrog. It is kind of chubby. But look at the rear rake and look at those props, how they're angled out. And somebody did make a comment that I thought I didn't really understand until the props are humongous. Those are big ass props. Big.
No, I don't
Don't
think
you
the
think the
props
stators
are
are
any
bigger?
bigger. I just think the arms are smaller.
Smaller arms. So you think it's a a kind of a mirage, I guess. I don't know.
Well,
Because
it's
it had bigger props. The motors that it had before couldn't be the same. There's no way those other motors could spin a bigger prop. And Jasper Ellens was, what did I see his last name? Jasper Evans? I can't say it wrong. But he was basically saying that the props looked huge. And that's another one of those statements made by a person that he corrected the gimbal statement. And to me, that's another clue. But the motors can't be the same. Those got to be bigger. They got to have more circumference to turn a bigger prop, if it's a bigger prop. The only way you could tell is if you measured, and I don't have a mini to measure. You'd have to measure you'd have to take a picture and scale. You have to put a caliper up to it, and then and then do a comparison, a percentage comparison. You don't need to know exactly the size. You just need to have the percentage. How much percentage wise is the prop compared to the stator? You know.
So the RC Pro does not support SIM card. I just looked at that.
Well, the RC is not going to either. Then
There is a opening in the back of the. There's an opening back here for module go into.
Module bay.
And then but it's for 4G control signal. And then there's a module that you can backpack onto the Mavic 3.
Right.
And then control it via 4G network. But apparently that's not for the US market, it's only for the Chinese market.
You got the two buttons on either side. The other one, did the original one have two buttons? Yeah, I think it did.
Yeah, those are the programmable buttons.
Yeah. Those are handy. I'm not a huge fan of the single button on the top. And being able to be able to push that and then using the scroll wheel. I can do it, to get the zoom, but I think it could be set up a little bit more friendly than that. I don't like that zoom method. Yeah, I mean, obviously you can pinch the screen and do things like that. The other thing I'd like to see these guys do is send a tablet adapter with for the old other controller. If they would send a little
one,
yeah, just a little arm extender. I'm actually going to make one. I'm going to print one. I've actually put two print designs together. I'm going to print the lanyard strap. I actually want a lanyard now. with my controller, because now that you've got the bigger screen, you kind of want that lanyard on there now. But they have a little lanyard cup that goes on there, and then I saw a guy selling it where the strap and the cup were together. I might try to do that. Try to get them together. Take both parts, put them into the 3D modeler, and try to meld them together somehow, so they print out this together. I'm thinking about that. Some guys got one for $20. I might just buy the $20 one, but I think that's a little high for a piece of plastic. Crap, I can buy a whole roll of freaking TP or PLA for freaking $20. Shit, I don't want to buy his part. I want to make my own.
I just bought another roll of PLA for
Well,
the little dragon thing.
Well, this summer I'm going to print ABS in my garage once it gets hot. I take I can't use this one. I'll take the one at school home and put that in my garage for the summer and print some ABS with it. See if that works out with a hot.
This is what I just bought today.
Yeah, your dragon was cool. Why don't you show your dragon off? I want to see that. That was cool. Now, did you print that with TPU? Is that TPU you printed it with that?
You mean this little guy? Hold on, let me.
Oh man, did you print them in place?
This is all in one print.
Wow, that is cool. That you did with the artillery.
This is PA. And I did this with the artillery.
Yeah, that's a big print.
Yeah, that was 12-hour print.
Whoa, that looks good for thing was freaking running all damn night.
There.
Look at the little feet move too on that thing.
Yeah, everything. The whole thing is articulated.
That's cool. Do they make a smaller version of that? Can you reduce the size of it? Yeah, I might. Now is that on Thingiverse?
No, that is this I actually had to pay for. It was like $3.81 or something like that.
Okay. Where was that then?
Colts 3D.
Colts 3D. I have to try that. I'd pay $3 for something that with a little better design. So Colts 3D.
Yep.
You mean Colts 3D? Yes, I did. I meant Colts 3D. Here it is. All right, there's some stuff. 3D models for 3D printers.
Yeah, I also got this thing in today.
Oh, that's right. You told me you're going to pick that up. That's the Wireless Go 2. That is and those are what, 200 and what?
$240.
$240 for an upgraded version of the first Rode, which was good. A lot of people enjoyed that. If I had
this one actually will record per transmitter 40 hours.
That would really help out if I used the DJI, if I used my other camera ever, or if I even plugged it into the 360 camera, because you want that because out of there you're going to get good solid transmission. You don't have to worry about it dying in the middle or anything or losing connection.
I actually saw a direct comparison of the Go 2 and the DJI system, the DJI mic that just come out with. And they had a lot of problems with electrical interference on the DJI.
Yeah, you can get
like the guy was sitting in front of a laptop and it was crackling up the transmission.
That I worry about that anytime you do anything wireless, but I've never had any problem, not that I can think of, with the Pocket 2 transmission system. It's been really good.
And Jim Stronach made it.
I just found a dragon. Now I found the Flexi Snake. There it is.
This is the articulated dragon.
The articulated skeleton dragon. There's a skeleton dragon. That's a different one.
They got all sorts of stuff on that site.
Yeah, that's a good
Deep.
site out there. Yeah, but they have a pay and non-pay ones on there. It says that you got some free
Yeah.
and it's all organized. Oh, I like how they organize. That's a really good one. You have to keep that here. Let's see here. It's even got my name on there on the front cover right there. They must have stuff from me on there. Check this out, Kai. Put the let me share this real quick. I want you to see this. See right there where it says random right there? See, they have a special category.
I've got that on my end too. That same random.
I know it's because they created a playlist for me because I'm special. Ooh, naughties. That's why you got this. They got naughties on here.
Oh, yeah, they got all sorts of shit.
I won't push the button. I can imagine what's going to show up. This is the articulating naughty dragon. Oh my gosh.
I don't know. Do you want to?
I got to check out the naughties while I have to log in. Jeez. I have to create an account so they know me. I don't want them to know me if I'm looking at naughty stuff. Oh, come on. I don't want to log in. Not a robot. Come on here. I was trying to log in with Google. Come on, just Google login for me.
I just found the perfect thing for your desk at work. A pen holder.
A pen holder.
Yeah, but I can't put it on the stream. Not happy.
Oh,
You know what happened last time you asked her where do you want me to put that pen? That's exactly it.
All right. There we go. Now I'm in.
Did I get a charger box? No, I did not get a charger box with that, James.
Oh, there's some fun stuff in there. That's way better than Thingiverse. Holy shiz, I might have to start printing some things again. Yeah, we're up there. Collections. Very cool. Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't really look hard. I guess now I should look harder. Looking for some fun things to print just for the heck of it. There's some pretty cool games too, like these little these little not fidget toys, but the little puzzles, the little like table puzzles. They're kind of fun just to have sitting there. Insta360 Go, save $45. I still am not. See, I'm going to be a late comer to the 360 Go, but that price will come down. I mean, it'll be what, 250.
Well, the shit is if I'm gonna buy the Insta Go 2, it'll be the 64 gig and not the 32.
Yeah,
and the 64 is A, not on sale, and B, not available.
Not available because everybody. But why would you do that? It's like, that's what Apple does. They price themselves.
I try to use my Cat X Peanut, which is basically the same as the Go 2 32 gig, and I try to use it in the VTOL, and it ran out of recording space before I landed. So you only get like half the flight. So I'm pretty much resigned to the fact that I got to stick the Osmo Action in the nose of that thing to get the full flight, or just have very short flights. What's that thing? Which is not the whole. I mean, the whole point of that VTOL is to have the extended flight time.
Now, speaking of extended flight time here, we still haven't been confirmed on the the DJI FPV3 or whatever. That's something I'm still excited.
FPV 2.0.
or 2.0. Well, yeah, it's not a 3, it's a 2. Yeah, you know, and that's something still to look forward to. That's you know, this could be the greatest summer ever.
Most expensive summer ever.
Well, I'd have to make room for that. I don't know if I could do that. I kind of love this thing. Kind of love this drone. Look at how small the case is. I got this Mavic 3 in this little tiny case. People won't even want to look in it. They're like, there can't be anything cool in that little case. Little do they know. It's the coolest case ever. I still don't have 2 batteries either. I'm so cheap when it comes to that. I will get one. Because I know I'd fly 2 flights. I know I'd do it if I had the second battery. I'd probably fly the first flight and I'd come back with the second flight of, you know, once I've determined my new flight path of choice.
Well, James, I'm putting it in my cart. Thanks for letting me know about that.
Cool stuff. Yeah, I'm really impressed with that. That is a really good site. There's a lot of cool things in there. A little bit more exciting.
Yeah,
A little bit more
I saw a 3D printer reviewer print this dragon, and I just thought this thing was too cool, so I had to go download it.
That's a lot of hours, especially if it F's up. Oh man. But it's pretty low.
Well, this I tried to print it in PTG first go around. I was doing all
Yeah, this
right
one
till
I'm
about
looking at here.
halfway point, and then at the halfway point, part of the tail came loose over the print bit, and I mean that was the end of that noise, right?
Yeah, this one here I'm looking at.
NT in the house.
You could have used the multicolor PLA too. That's what they used on this one.
Yeah,
You know,
that's what I've just ordered as a blue and silver.
then they got a cool they got a cool snake there too. Another so 3D model. Yeah, that's really neat when it's multicolored. That's
Here,
really cool.
this is the color that I just ordered.
Oh,
Goes
that's
from blue
cool.
and
That
silver.
translucent color. Okay. Here's the liberated version right here. This one's
Deliberated.
yeah. Look at right there. It's the rainbow. That's the
Yeah.
same one, isn't it?
Nope.
It's the same. It's
That's
different.
slightly different.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the same.
Yeah, that's slightly different.
Very cool. Yeah, it's the first one I saw when it said I looked up top STL files, and that's that's in the top. Couple of different snakes. I'm sure they got more than one. Ooh, that's cool. They got a freaking controller holders and pen holders and all kinds of neat stuff. Sure, you got another fan. You said you got a fancy pen holder that you can't show. I could get, yeah, I could make a Squid Game mask. But, all right, that's cool. All that stuff is neat. Freaking birdhouse that looks like a safe. That's kind of cool. All righty.
Yeah, I'm
A tape dispenser that looks like a VHS tape. That's cool.
I just sent you the link on the private chat.
All right, I'll take that out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what I was trying to avoid here, Third Eye. That the knockoffs and
Well, there we go.
I
Articulated dragon.
was gonna jump on the DJI mic because there were a lot of good reviews on it, but then I found this and for almost $100 less. Then the
I don't.
DJI,
You
I
know,
could.
I've got a Sony recorder that's ancient, and it's this big, and it's full stereo, and my best audio comes from that. If anytime I have to record something where I need really good audio, I use it every time. Never fails me, goes forever, and that's kind of what you want. And
See
then
this thing right here? These guys actually will onboard record for up to 40 hours.
yeah, it's amazing. You don't even need to. I mean, you don't even need to connect it up. You just record it, and I would
Yeah,
actually do that. And then now, what? How does the file transfer? Does it have a USB cable or USB C?
yeah, it's got USB-C cable.
Very cool. That's probably with the way I would go. It's hard to. I have no problem syncing audio. I'm used to doing it, so to me, it's not a challenge. But it can be a pain in the ass if you're trying to get something. If you want to get workout fast, so that that's just an added thing you got to mess around with, having the audio track separate. But um, that's why it's nice to sometimes embed it.
Yeah.
And it's important that you have a really good mic, because the mic is everything. It's everything, and how your final recording is. And there's nothing worse than having shitty audio. I've been down that road too many times.
Well,
And
this was on a Walmart website of all places, but 239. I mean, it was a no brainer.
Jasper Ellens is probably still trying to figure it out right now.
Well, actually, what you're hearing me on right now is just a USB mic toner that I bought off of Amazon for like $30 or something like that.
Yeah, I got one of those too. They're good.
I was gonna play What's the Road, but they're still charging. That means the base is charged now, and
I,
well, one of the transmitters
I
is.
would get rid of this mic right here if I had a Rode system like that. I'd just clip it, and then you don't have to worry about bumping into it all the time.
Yeah.
Pain in the A, especially when I've got it amplified. I got so much. It's running through phantom power, so it's so you can have the really good sound, but anything that touches it just totally picks it up. Kelso
Even
FPD.
counts was a couple of dead cats.
You got the little, yeah, you got the little muffs, the little wind muffs on there. Yeah, I'm jealous once again.
Well, I was looking for something because I got to stream my daughter's wedding so the family in Germany can partake somehow.
Yeah, you can record the whole thing. Just wear it,
Yeah.
and you got that all taken care of. You've got, your sound perfect. It's going to be perfect. That's the cool thing about it, is it, and then
Well,
it filters.
I clip one on my daughter, and I clip one on a preacher because my daughter and her future are going to be close together, so I'll have them on one transmitter. And
For some of you guys that haven't been in here, we shared earlier, very important,
oh yeah, very very important.
one time only.
There we go. Let me
Best
put it
Buy
back.
Week. Have not seen this anywhere else. Have not seen it.
You will not see this anywhere else.
Yeah, there's nowhere. There's no way you can, because it's the only one that is in existence, at least I know of, from the source that it was sourced from. But it's got the wrong picture next to the DJI Mini 3, the Flymore combo. And I've seen that before, where they just didn't put all the batteries on there and stuff because they don't have an image for it. And they just throw out an image. So seen it. Jim's drawing. You might have seen it. More than likely you saw this one. Okay, let me show you the one that you probably did see.
I gotta add yours now. There we go.
Yeah, let me see if I can find where the heck. Oh, this is the one you probably did see. This is the Austrian version.
The
And
Netherlands. That's the
why
Dutch.
did I say Austrian? I'm totally losing my mind. Okay. And so there's that version. 829. It's about the same price, actually, if you think about it. And then you look at the well, you got the other one up there. Oops. Here you go ahead. I don't oh yeah, right here. Then you got this version right here. So whoops. Is that it? Oh, there it is right there. Okay. So you got Leak One, drone match. I looked that up. I actually went to the website, not this guy, but the actual site, this website here. And the one that I have looks way more believable. I don't. I think mine is the actual true version. Here, I can get it off there. But I think that one's I think the one that came up from possibly the 27 leaks is maybe fake. So Sunrise in the house at work, but left a thumbs up. Have a good one. Sunrise, I think that you
Speaking of thumbs up, if you know everybody in the chat would have the thumbs up button for us, that would be much appreciated.
I won't be able to get these leaks anymore without a thumbs up. And you saw it on Kai's channel first. I could have easily ran this earlier. Well, no, I had things going on, but I could have, but I shared it.
And Northeast Journalist is here.
What Jim's droning? What is that 4 hour battery?
No. There's a 47-minute battery, not
Yeah,
4 hour battery.
4 hour battery.
47
Holy
minutes.
crap, dude! It's freaking nuclear powered freaking drone. got a plutonium cell in it. It's a 4-year battery. Pulled it out of a bunch of smoke detectors. What do they call that stuff? I forget. It's not plutonium. It's another version of it. Anyway, any nuclear physicists in our group here? He's got to be a retired physicist.
So before Jim's droning gets all worked up here, you gonna let the cat out the bag?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Guys,
this thing you're seeing right now, right here, is your turn.
It's a fraud. It's not real. Just like the other one probably isn't real. Okay, it's a Photoshop, very easily done, and that's what I wanted to show people is that you can just fudge these things. And a lot of this, I think obviously all the other stuff, the drone pictures are real, but some of these things are just created. So this one actually is just a Best Buy screenshot over the top of now I could have made the whole thing. And I think this is fake. I think even the first one's fake. You see the drone right here, all folded up. I could easily have cropped that out, put it in, taken out the Mavic 2 or whatever the hell that was in there, and
Air
2S or yeah. This is the battery is this is legitimate. I think the picture of the battery shape is right, and then this gimbal hole. This thing here is something you can't fake. But you could cut them apart. A real good fake, you could cut those apart. But this stuff here is all stuff that's available. You just cut and paste. And
yeah,
it took me
just in case you haven't noticed, the font for the DJI Mini 3 Pro title here is bigger than any of the other fonts. So,
yeah. But it's hard to tell that kind of thing. Look at that, 800 views. Like, whoa, that has got to be real. Actually, if that was real, well, there wouldn't be any stars because nobody would have been able to do a review on it. So it'd be 0 stars. Well, this has got 2,000 stars for reviews. But anyway, I thought it'd be kind of fun. So anybody that left the chat is out there freaking copying and pasting this out there. Jasper right now just tweeted something out. First on Dad Random's channel. Here it is.
Mikey might be Doing screenshots right now.
I believe that. Yeah, I believe the Dutch information um, is real. I think there's a lot of data. There's a lot of specifics in that, and you know, it's hard not to. So I'll just call it real. But yeah, that fake there took me, guys. You'd be surprised how easy it is to make that. I took me, I don't know, 5 minutes. Obviously, I didn't do a good enough job with my blue font. Kai caught that, but after I told him it was a fake, but I could have easily scaled that down. So
All you got to do is fuzz the picture a little bit, and
yeah.
all these little things no longer
I'm
are
surprised they got
noticed.
to pick the whites correct because you have the white of the background of the ad, and then you have the white of the background of the drone, and then to keep the profile looking real, you have to keep the white, and it really was easy to blend in. But like you're saying, you just so
Well,
and I $12.99. I told you it's gonna be $12.99. Jim saying, yeah, $1,300 for the basic. That's crazy. It said fly more combo. I'm gonna pay $12.99 for that, guys. I'm sorry to tell you. That's how stupid I am. Because I want it. I want that thing. And I got rid of other things to get it. Crap. I had to freaking forego my Air 2S, which I really am high on. I'm very high on that size drone. But I think I'm trading for something close to being the same with a lot better, just newer features, some things that I would like. I told you. I'm sick of flying up the Red Mountain and moving up and suddenly the freaking gimbal goes dink in the middle of the flight. That's just bull crap. Every one of my flights has that. I'm sick of that crap. And this one's not going to do it. For the first time, I'm going to make a nice smooth flight, and it's got obstacle avoidance, so I can get right up in there. I'm going to get freaking guys. I'm going to get so close to the freaking the walls of that
he's
thing.
going to get so close, he's going to go hiking up the side of the mountain to retrieve.
No, if it goes up there, I'm never going to get it again. There's no way I'll make it up there. I'm so fat and out of shape. There's no way.
The only thing that concerns me on this design is the way the freaking camera sticks out.
The bottom, I like the little piece on the bottom that kind of protrudes down. I don't know if I like that.
But it's going to be on a 4-axis gimbal because it can go to vertical.
Yep.
So all you Snapchatters out there and TikTokers, you need the vertical.
Don't want to have to sell a wife. I'm in Utah. I got like 4 wives. I can give one up to sell a wife.
If you get enough money for your wife to buy a Mini 3, you might want to just go for it.
Well, if your wife is not worth more than a Mini 3, you probably should sell her anyway.
And Jackrabbit made it in the.
Yeah, my wife's worth at least a Mini 3, at least a Mavic 3. She's getting pretty cool about drones, by the way. She's used to it now. She's just like, oh, whatever that. Oh, is that another drone? Oh, do you need some money for your birthday for that drone? I'm like, yeah. Okay. I didn't buy you anything. Just buy your drone. It's perfect now. My life is so good.
Years of training.
Yeah, it's taken me 4 years to get. I mean, the first one, she's like, well, you have that really expensive drone. Well, I don't have anything. It used to be like that. That's where it started. And I'm like, fine, I'm going to sell it, which I was planning to do anyway. And I'd sell it. And then she'd go, well, what happened to your drone? I'm like, I sold it because you wanted those shoes. And I made sure you had it. That's it. I don't even want to talk about this anymore. I'll storm off and then laugh.
So Jim says his wife is worth 4.5. Mini
A
3.
4.5 Mini 3? You mean a Mini 4.5? Oh. Guys, this is public. We need to get better than that. You got to bring it up. Okay. This is recorded. So, all right. Your wife is worth at least 100 Mini 3s with a diamond on top. Okay. Come on.
Don't put that D word out there now. Now you creating expectations.
I just got a freaking big time cramp in my hamstring. Oh my God. Because I was laughing. God, that hurts.
You know what they call that?
Oh,
That's instant karma.
oh man, that hurt. Ah. Oh, years of
Called
training.
instant karma.
You're halfway there, Jim. Just stick to your guns, work your way up, start small. Guys, I started with the spark. Guys, when I got my first spark, I
No,
thought
she thinks he is halfway there.
I loved my spark. Spark, I traveled with the spark. It was tiny and I got a bunch of batteries for it and I accessorized it. I loved it. And then I sold it. And I didn't get hardly anything for it because sparks weren't really, now they're more expensive. I think I paid $400 for the spark. I don't know if I got 390, 350 maybe for it, selling it. Now you can't get a spark and then you can't get
Well, like I
batteries,
told you earlier,
batteries
you
for
know,
it.
I was on YouTube and this video popped up from Ready Set Drone, a comparison of Mavic Pro to the Mavic Air, the original Mavic Air. And the Matt's Hornet's Nest. And it's actually fun to watch those videos.
Yeah, and somebody told me a long time ago I'm supposed to keep all my drones and just like, which I totally understand, but from a practical sense, like you're saying, the batteries you can't replace them,
Yep,
but if
can't
you
get any
can,
batteries anymore.
yeah,
You
if
might
you
get lucky and
could,
get some used ones, but
but it would be a fun flight. I like I said, I'll never forget my first Mavic flight. Um, it was 25,000 feet. It just kept going. And I was just like, holy crap, I am way out there. I'm like over the desert. It's like evening. And then I was like, oh, this, I'd have to go run and get it. The mini cured me of that habit. But maybe the mini 3 is gonna, I think it's gonna break records. The mini 3 is gonna break some serious records. Big time. All right. I'm gonna get the call here. It's 5:30.
yeah, well, we've been at it a little over an hour, 15 minutes. So.
Yeah, it's been good. I mean, we've had a lot of things. There was a lot of things going on, and hopefully things are starting to like build up.
Yeah, I couldn't do anything yesterday because I was sick yesterday. I mean,
Didn't
there's
feel
just
good.
no way.
I didn't. I did that. I put the little quick videos up. I'm trying to put the little things up, so I can get some flight. I don't have any like really good flight videos in a while. That's why I put the one up from this weekend. That was a fun one. I was visiting my mom, and I put the video up. So that's just a short one. It's like a 3-minute flight, but it's really pretty. You'll like it if you want to check that out. I still do have a problem with my video transfer, and that's from probably my editor. So I've got to work on that. Or when I turn now, if I'm moving forward, everything's nice and buttery smooth. But if I'm turning, I get and somebody said it might be the card I'm using. I do have a new card, so I bought another high speed card, a little bit sticking with the 128K cards. They're like the perfect card right now. They're cheap and they last forever. You're never going to run out of space in your drone.
This is the one that I bought right here.
See, That you can buy one for $1,700, but it doesn't have the Pro. It has the older controller, the RC Pro. It has the old.
Yep,
Yeah. So I've net. This is the
right
only
there.
place I've seen this,
There's only very few retailers that have this particular combo.
and this is the only one I've ever seen, and that
Yeah,
that's worth the price of admission right there.
you know, compare that to this beast premium bundle, 1849,
Yeah, and
without a smart controller,
and
without any kind of.
yeah, and you got this little tiny kid's controller with that. That's not a man's freaking controller. I just don't. I don't understand that.
I
They had
mean,
some price has to make sense.
Hotel just priced themselves out.
I only use V30, Dad. So V30s, they have the expensive V60s, and they're like 100. They're really expensive. They're like $60 or something for a card. 100 mile per hour wind. Holy crap! Where you live on Mars? We're expecting some 30s coming next tomorrow. Right now we got a beautiful day. But yeah, V30s that's what I use. I use V30s, U3, V30s. And but they do make a faster card. The V60s.
Yeah. Well, how much money you want to sink into that? I mean,
Yeah, I think it's not, it can't be the card. It's a problem. That's always the way I go. I go, okay, how can I do it without spending another $60? Because you have to. Otherwise, you'd have no money. You'd never have a dollar to your name if you were always pumping out the cash for every one of these toys. It's kind of like with my Mavic 3, I still own one battery. It's a $200 expense for the other one. I should have waited a little bit. I could have had both batteries because they immediately put out another version that came with two batteries, and I missed that boat. So I jumped on the other price. Come eat, or I got to eat. Okay.
all right.
Ooh, that was 5 minutes ago.
Whoops.
Oh boy.
You in trouble?
All right. All right. Okay. All right. I got to go. Anyway, good discussion today. Very
All
cool.
right.
A lot of things. Thanks for inviting
So
me on.
don't believe everything you see for releases and leaks,
Yeah,
because they're really easy to phony up.
I would never put one out like that. I told Kai I would put ones up that I don't know are fake, that aren't mine. But if I did that, I would that would have been an April Fool's joke for sure. But I just thought it'd be fun to try to make one, especially having the picture with the drone all put together. I'm like, I could just throw that on any ad, and I did. So, all right, I'm out of
Well,
here.
if you haven't had a chance yet, hit the thumbs up button on the way out. I appreciate it. And until next time,
Yep.
you're gonna say your goodbyes. I'll say my goodbyes.
Hey, all right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. Thanks, Kai.
I appreciate you.
Yep. My wife's
And we'll
calling me
see
now.
y'all next time. And there we go.
All right.